Donald Trump next up. Trump has said that Prince Harry will be on his own if Trump, wins a second term this year. The former president criticised Harry for what he called an unforgivable betrayal of Queen Elizabeth II. Mr Trump said that Joe Biden's administration had been too gracious to the Duke of Sussex since he moved to America in 2020. So is Trump right to be hard on Prince Harry? I'll come to you, Suzanne Evans.
Oh, crumbs. I think we've all earned the right in Britain to be hard, and possibly in America as well, to be hard on Prince Harry. I mean, there's no doubt he's been running our country down. He's trashed the royal family. Sour grapes doesn't even come close to, I think, what we're seeing from Prince Harry. And he's obviously now embroiled in this legal case, which has been brought in America because they're saying he shouldn't be allowed to stay in the USA because he's confessed in his book, Spare, to taking drugs. He confessed to taking marijuana, cocaine and magic mushrooms. Now, of course, for anyone else in America, they'd be turfed out of the country and not allowed in if they confess to taking drugs. So I think there's a very good argument here. Why is Harry still allowed to stay there? Arguably, he shouldn't be. Or perhaps everyone else that's confessed to taking drugs and has been kept out of America now has a very good argument to be let in.
Nigel Nelson.
I think that Prince Harry should be treated absolutely like anybody else. He should neither be favoured for his visa application, nor should he be penalised because who he is. If the rules are you keep your application private, then I think it's quite right that his application should be private. Equally, he shouldn't be getting particular help from the current administration. So he should be an ordinary citizen. When it comes to the drugs bit, there is a waiver on the visa where you can say yes, I have taken drugs. You ask for the waiver and they give it to you. For all we know, he did that.
I don't think so.
Well, this is what they're trying to find out. The reason for trying to make the visa application public in the public interest is, did he answer yes to that question? Or did he say, no, I've never taken drugs? In which case, we've had the problem of what he said in the book.
But then they're saying that his lawyers are currently saying that with a book you're allowed to embellish.
Yeah, I thought that's a weird argument. Look, that is genuinely a weird argument.
Not good enough.
The one thing I would be surprised about is if Harry would have confessed to taking drugs in the book, knowing that could jeopardise his stay in America.
Yeah, because he has said that some of the things he's taking are now used as part of his recovery and all that. So, and in places
but he may have got the waiver, is the point I'm making. He actually knows he's got the waiver, but there's no reason why the public should see his application.
I do see the public interest here issue, because if you did go to America and if he didn't have that waiver and then he confesses in the book, I think people have a right to know. I really do. There is a very strong public interest argument here, I think. And as for immigration authorities saying, well, you know, applications are private, come on. Harry doesn't want anything about his life kept private. He's laid it bare for us all to see, including, you know, what he does with certain types of day cream on certain parts of his body.
I mean, the
extent to which this man has gone to basically say, I don't want any privacy, is quite astonishing. Quite astonishing.
Well, yes, I mean, he does want privacy. One of his basic things is the press. His constant battle is against press intrusion. I'm not saying that's right, by the way.
I've got to stop you there when you say he does want privacy. If you want privacy, you probably wouldn't do something on Oprah Winfrey, who is a global TV star, to expose your family. That's not privacy. If you wanted privacy, you'd probably not do a Netflix all-encompassing documentary.
But what Harry is
with the film crew, or, you know, yes, I know what you're going to say. Oh, and you also probably wouldn't write a book.
What am I going to say?
You're going to say that he wants it on his terms.
Oh, well, that's everyone.
You were going to say
everyone wants it on their terms.
Well, exactly.
What he's talking about is he's running this campaign against press intrusion. I'm not in favour of that campaign, by the way. I think he deserves much of the press intrusion he's got. But everybody's entitled to a measure of private life. The more public you are, then the less privacy you are going to have.
Well, that's his own fault then, isn't it? By your very admission, it's his own fault.
Yes, but it doesn't mean your personal private documents should be made public as a result of that.
Well, it depends whether you make up stories or you say something that would then perhaps look look like you've lied about something that's official, like on your visa. So there is a reason. We're not just... people aren't just saying, oh, we want to see Harry's visa application.
No, that's right.
We're saying it because he has admitted to taking drugs in his book Spare, his tell-all memoir where he trashed his family. And now, suddenly, the Americans are going, well, if you took drugs before you got here,
that's right.
did you write it on the application form? So we need to know.
But why do we need to know? If he lied, the American authorities, the immigration authorities know that, and they would then deport him from the country.
Well, we need to know.
And that's my point about treating like anybody else.
There are others who've been deported. I think, was it Nigel Lawson who didn't get in because of her, her drug taking?
Yes, yes.
So
this is Trump's point, isn't it? Is he being given favourable treatment?
Yeah.
And again, that's something else that the American public deserve to know.
So would you kick him out then, Nigel?
Well, if he lied on his visa application form, yes. But, I mean, that can be done by the authorities. What I'm saying is that we don't have to see everything he put down on his application to enter America.
I don't care about that. I just want to see the bit where if he's lied.
If he's being protected because of who he is...
And I'm saying he shouldn't be. Yes, I'm saying he shouldn't be protected or given any favours.
How do we know whether or not he's being protected unless we see that form? We can't tell.
Well, we know that it's White House lawyers who are fighting the case on his behalf. So quite clearly he's being protected. Quite clearly he's getting special treatment.
These are the White
Trump
House,
is right about that. He shouldn't be having it.
These are the White House lawyers who, as you said, oh, just because he wrote something in a book doesn't mean it's
true.
The ones,
yeah.
Really?
Which we seem to all agree that was a pretty lousy case to put forward to a court.
Well, I actually really worry about the calibre of White House lawyers if that's the kind of argument they're putting forward.
Well, I wouldn't hire one of them.
Well, Prince Harry is hiring a lot of these people. It's costing him a fortune. So, Suzanne, would you chuck him out then?
If he's lied, yes, absolutely. You'd have to, because, as Nigel quite rightly said, you cannot treat him any differently from anyone else. And anyone else would be kicked out.
Yeah, well, they'd kick me out in a heartbeat, wouldn't they? They'd be like, she lied in a form, get her out of here. She wrote a book and then said stuff. What do you think? Would you kick him out? Yeah, they're all saying, yeah, we would. I can see them out. They're going, yeah, absolutely.